Hello and welcome to Me Time. These are meditations that are created for you to unplug and take some time in your day that's just for you, allowing you to restore your sense of well-being. Today's meditation is called What is Mine? And what that means is, where does my energy end and your energy, or the world, the Shakespeare's theater, begin? So this meditation is all about defining your space, defining where you end and where the world begins. It is a beautiful space that is just for you. So what I'd like you to do is simply keep your eyes open and take your hand and reach it out as far out in front of you as you possibly can. And now turn your palm to face you. Right there is the edge of your aura. And if you notice your aura, if you turn to the right with your arm extended out in front of you, your aura is all the way on your right. If you turn behind you, it's all the way behind you. And that taking that arm to the left, you literally have this distance around you, 360 degrees around you, and above your head and below your feet. This is your space. This is what we call your aura. For any meditations where I talk about your space or your aura, this is what we're talking about. In previous meditations, you've heard me talk about the power of the rose. And we use the rose because it has a very, very high vibration, actually the highest on planet Earth. And the concept that a higher vibration will always absorb a lower, slower vibration. So we use the rose as a tool to collect up energy that's not ours. We also use the rose as a very high vibration on these points of identification that say, this is what is mine. So take a breath. In a moment, we are going to close our eyes and actually do this process with our eyes closed. But I want you to just notice how you feel right now in your body. With no change, just notice how you feel right now. If there's a agitation or a tightness, just notice. I'm not going to put words in your mouth. Notice what you notice in your body right now. Would you simply allow your eyelids to close? And again, do a scan of your physical body. What do I notice right now? How do you feel emotionally? And how do you feel mentally? And take another breath with your eyes closed. And out in front of you, would you just imagine a rose? Any color you like, in any stage of its opening that you like. And would you allow that rose to be as tall as you are right now? Good job. Now take a breath. Would you reach out with your non-dominant hand and grab that rose and literally place it, stretch your arm out all the way in front of you, turning that palm in. Would you plant that rose right there in front of you on the edge of your aura? Good job. Now, would you duplicate the rose? Just make a copy of the rose. Grab one of those roses with your left hand, and would you place it on the left side of your body, that full arm's extension away from you? And take a breath. Now look at the rose in front of you again. Would you again make a copy? Just your imagination creating a duplication of that rose. This time, would you grab it with your right hand and place it on the right side of your body, that full arm's distance away. And looking at the rose in front of you again, would you make another copy? And this time, would you grab that rose, does not matter which arm, and place it behind you. And really make sure when you place it behind you, you place it that full arm's distance away from you. And take a breath, remembering the breath brings you into present moment. Now, would you create another of those roses? Would you reach up as far as you can above your head and place it above your head? And now create one more rose and place it below your feet. Good job. This is the container that says, "This is what is mine." You can open your eyes if you like, or keep them closed. I own, from the distance from my heart to that rose all the way out in front of me, no matter how I turn, above me, below me, this is mine to own. So would you claim that for yourself? This is mine to own. And anything that's on the other side of these 6 points is mine to simply observe. And I want you to notice again how you feel with these 6 points, these 6 roses. And you have many more. We're just using 6 for ease, effortlessness here. Close your eyes again. And notice how you feel differently with these 6 roses around you that says, "This is mine." In addition, would you now say hello to that grounding cord we created a few recordings ago? That grounding cord is the straight line and coil that is attached to your first chakra that sits right at the coccyx, the tailbone. Would you give that grounding cord the command to be 3 times larger than anything you're going to release? You will notice the grounding cord expands well outside the 6 points. And take a breath. Again, notice what you notice. At the very beginning of this recording, we mentioned the fact that a rose is used for many different things. So we've just created the rose to be the identifying point out here that says, "This is mine." That over there is mine to observe. So we're going to use a different rose, different color rose inside your aura as a way to clear out what is not yours. And for purposes of this meditation, we'll do this 3 times. This is a tool that you can use throughout your day, anytime you desire. So again, our process was to create a rose and place it on the edge of the aura that said, "This is mine." What's inside these 6 points is mine to own. Anything on the outside of these 6 points is mine to observe. And I can choose from this point of observation if I want to participate or not. So take a breath. Just notice what color your identification roses are, your point roses are. Now with your eyes closed, would you create a different rose, a different color rose, between your heart and that point out in front of you? Good job. Now, would you give the command to this rose to collect up the very first person that comes to your mind? give them a name. Would you give the command to the rose to collect up that particular person's energy out of this field of awareness? Nothing for you personally to do, but observe. The rose is doing all the work. So I'm going to call my person Bob, just for purposes of the meditation. I'm giving the command to the rose to collect up Bob's energy out of my aura. So you do the same. Give the command to the rose to collect up all of that person's energy out of your energetic field. Be amused here. This is usually a time where there's a bit of astonishment of like, wow, I didn't realize how much I was holding on to somebody else's thought or belief or energy or anger or frustration or whatever. They're in your space. And take a breath and just notice if your roses duplicated themselves, if they fell apart, if they fell over. Just notice a little grin here. Just notice. And what we want to do now is shatter this energy and break it down to its smallest particle called an adamantine particle. And we do that by exploding the rose. So don't think about this. Just put a device under the rose that will explode the rose, exploding the energy, breaking it up to its smallest particle, again called an adamantine particle. And we're going to allow all those particles to go down the grounding cord. Just notice if there's any energy that needs to go back to the person this came from, it will automatically, as soon as it is shattered, it will go back to them. Anything that is no longer present in present time will go down the grounding cord. And take a breath. Really be pleased with yourself right here. This is a huge tool that you are practicing right now. Would you create a second rose? And you can choose to either, again, I command this rose to collect up any secondary energy of Bob's out of my awareness. Or you can choose to collect up another person or a place. It might be an event that happened. If you were in Colorado yesterday, we had a huge ice storm. I can command the rose to collect up any energy out of my field, out of my physical body that is still holding on to driving in icy conditions. You give the command to your rose. What would you like to collect up out of your space right now? And again, would you put a device underneath the rose or roses and explode them, returning that energy down the grounding cord that goes all the way down to Gaia? And take a breath. And let's do this one more time. Create a rose out in front of you and give the rose the command to collect up the energy of, you fill in the blank, out of your space. And when that rose is complete of cleaning up this person's energy out of your space, explode the roses. Very important part here. Explode the energy, shattering it, taking it down to its smallest particle, the adamantine particle, and releasing all of that energy that's not yours. Say, it's not my energy. I release this not my energy down the grounding cord. Now notice how you feel right now. What is different? You have just released a huge amount of energy, and there's space now for you to fill in with what you want to replace this with. So just notice, wow, I'm no longer hurting here, or have this big space over in my left arm. My lower back no longer hurts. Just notice. And now we're going to fill in those spaces with you. And we do everything in threes. So would you create a ball above your head? And what would you like to fill in with right now? Maybe I would like to fill in with a little bit more confidence. Give the command to this ball that's above your head. Would you give it the command to go to the edges of the universe, collecting up all of the energy you are asking for that is yours? So in this situation, ball, go to the edges of the universe and bring back all of my confidence. And then would you reach up and pop that ball, allowing that energy to flood into the 7th chakra at the top of your head. It will then come down all the chakra systems, so it'll fill in 6 and 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. And then would you give the command for that energy to go from that column that runs down the center of your body, give it the command to move outward? As you place a second ball above your head, what is the second energy you would like to merge in your body? Would you like to bring back today, to fill up with today? For purposes of our recording, I'm going to choose knowledge. I would like to fill in with knowledge. And then would you reach up and pop that second ball, allowing the knowledge to mingle, merge with the confidence. I'm confident in my knowledge that I have. The more confidence I have, the more knowledge I can absorb. Would you put a third ball above your head? Would you give the command to this third ball? Go collect up my energy around. I'm going to choose being capable. I want to be capable with the knowledge that I have that is allowing me to be confident, being capable. You choose your word. And take a breath. Notice how your being is changing right now. And then would you reach up with your non-dominant hand and pop that third ball of energy? I call these liquid golden suns. Just allowing that liquid energy to flood down the chakra system. As you have those three energies that are now moving in each other, through each other, around each other. And the beautiful part about this is whatever words you chose, what is not in alignment with that vibration that is inside of these 6 points will go down your grounding cord. So anything that is not in alignment with being confident, having knowledge, or being capable is detaching and going down the grounding cord. Those thoughts and emotions that are not mine are going down the grounding cord. As I breathe in, capable, knowledge, and confidence. And so would you be pleased with yourself right here? Well done. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And breathe your eyes open. Reach your arm out in front of you and just say hello to that rose that is still out in front of you. Hello, little rose. You're my identification point that says this is what is mine. And then take a circle around your body, reaching out, touching the rose on the left, touching the rose behind you, touching the rose on the right, owning this is mine. Look above you at the rose above your head. And look below you and just notice for right now, the rose below you is merged in with the grounding cord. This is mine. Anything outside of these 6 points is mine to observe. And I am owning, claiming these 3 energies that I just filled in with so I can have more of me in my space right now. I am confident, I am knowledgeable, and I am capable. Enjoy this space. Have a great day.